Hey everyone, hope you are doing well. Let's talk about DWAC Trump Media here. Now, boy, the last video I made on this stock, I got ripped apart. I had people leaving me wild comments. And you know, the thing is with this situation, that I understand talking about Trump in general, people that hate Trump are just going to get mad no matter what I'm saying here. I'm generally just trying to talk about the stock, so let's dig into what the stock is going, what's going on with the stock here, and what potentially might be taking place here right in front of our eyes. So when I made that video last week, talking about a quick synopsis of what that video was saying like, hey, I believe we're gonna have massive sell-off here. And we were in that video, and then it kept falling, which I was hoping for, and we're just following a pattern, and it was following pattern with the stock market. It was following pattern with what more than likely we knew it was going to happen. Massive sell-off. It was a huge dump. You know, Wall Street knows what they're doing. Big investors know what they're doing. They're dumping, they're selling, and they know they're going to buy in cheaper, and that's exactly what they did. We went right back down to this 26 mark. We've been here before. What happened now? Monday, market open. We're back up to $33 already. So with this, obviously, it's FOMO. It's a meme stock. It's a play. You're watching a play happen right here. So I say these things because, you know, I want people to know what's going on here. You should not be investing in this stock right now because it's you know, it's a revolutionary company making crazy products, or you know, bringing in crazy amounts of money, you know, crazy quarterlies. It's nothing like that. It's quite the opposite. It's just strictly hype play. It is a place where people come in, make large amounts of money, sell their position, making the large amounts of money, buy back in cheap, and it just keeps repeating itself over and over. And every time we have these big moments in time with Trump or with Trump media, the election, you know, we see the stock do very well. But with this too, the second phase that we're in with this stock, we are seeing it get some higher numbers here, which leaves a lot of us to suspect that this week in general could be, you know, kind of like Pandora's box at this point. So here's where I'm at with, you know, kind of what I'm thinking is going to happen here at this point. So obviously Thursday this week we have the debates that are happening. The stock right now is right under $34. We could see it stay around this 34. Probably it could even, I think it probably will go back to 36 here before long, but we could be back in the 40s here by you know, Wednesday. Now, where I'm really wondering what's going to happen here, I do wonder by Thursday day. Obviously Thursday is the debate with Biden and Trump. Now Thursday could bring us back in the 40s. It could bring us back into the 50s, somewhere in there, but I don't think Thursday is going to be the big day. Here's where I'm at with this, is that I believe that, you know, however this debate goes, and this is where people are going to get mad and all that and try to talk politics, that's fine. I'm strictly talking about stock in general and a play that's in position right here for people to make money and what's going to happen here. I do believe that Trump will probably do well in this debate. There's no doubt about that. People that hate Trump will say he did terrible. That's fine. I'm not here with this video to talk about who won the debate and all that. It has not happened yet, obviously, but you know, I try not to be biased here, but I do not see a world right now, a scenario where Trump does bad and Biden beats Trump in this debate. I think that's kind of what's going to happen here. The only thing that Trump could mess up on is getting angry, but you know, I don't, and say something vulgar in the sense. But either way, I think this will be, even if Trump does something outlandish and crazy, I still think Trump media here potentially could really blow up here. I think the stock will probably, we could see some new heights here. I think if this is the week for it to happen, this will be the start of it. We could see it break into 60, 70 this week. Possibly. I'm saying the word possibly, but I think people buying in at, you know, at these high 20s, low 30s right now, it's probably going to make you money here by the end of the week. But know when to sell. Don't get too wrapped up and emotional with this stock too. This is a hype play. It's a FOMO play. You know, don't I normally never say this, but I would not bag hold this right now. I wouldn't be stockpiling this stuff to hold until like 10 years from now. I think that's insanity. The survival on this company strictly goes into Trump winning the election, but there's a lot that's going to happen with this stock before then. So there's a lot of plays in the stock right now left. This week, the debates. Trump says he has just come out. Of course, he's talking about the tax law and changing that and all that stuff. But two, he is talking about that he has named his VP, but has not released the name. So that too will be another big, whenever it happens, maybe it's this week, maybe it's next week, maybe it's a month from now. I don't know, but he's got to do it here soon, where he names his vice president. That will be another big push in the stock. So with that, this week has potential to be a boost. Next week has another potential to be an even bigger boost. Trump does well this week in the debate. We could see some really big numbers, and we could see Trump media here really soar into some big money for people right here. I mean, even if you're buying in at this $33 mark right now, and this thing goes up to 20%, 30%, that's a huge gain by the end of the week. There's not a lot of stocks right now that have this much momentum. And guess who knows that? Day traders, short traders, whatever you want to call them here, sharks in the water. So they're going to be focusing their attention on Trump media here. They already are. Look at what's happened today. The stock started off here in the 20s today, the mid 20s, and then it worked its way all the way back up into a $34 mark. Even around noon here, hitting around almost $36. That's why I say $36 is not that big of a deal at this point. It will probably walk back up to $36 here within 24 to 48 hours. So with that, again, I that is a huge gain, and you're not finding that in a lot of other places. It's expensive to play right now, but those are huge gains. Those are huge gains right now, and those are what day traders are going after right now, and they know what's coming up. They're not dumb. And they're probably listening right now. If you see what's happening, you see what's happening. People that come in here, and I gotta be honest, like people that come in here and comment and leave comments and I'm leading people astray, putting money into this and all that. I get where they're coming from. I also feel bad for the situation with them, is that they don't get what's happening here. I've said multiple times, I've been saying this since the whole year. I would not put your money in this to hold it for the rest of the year. That's ludicrous. There's so many opportunities to make money in this right now, because this is it. I truly believe that whether Trump wins or not, this stock will not have that many plays probably going into next year. It will probably peak. If Trump wins, the stock will peak in November with the election. Then it will peak again when he's named president in January. And then we'll see what's happening with the stock after that. But, after that, it's a very, people are going to get bored of it. And that's what they do. And then probably around that time frame, crypto market could potentially be taken off. So people will lose interest in the stock. I've called this stock pretty well so far, just for my own sake. I'm not obviously professional at this. I'm just a guy obsessed with the market, like I think the most of us right here. But I think it's pretty obvious what's happening here. It's following a chart. It's following a routine. It's doing, people are getting way too emotional with the politics of this. They're getting way too emotional with Trump. They're getting way too emotional with just what this stock is. You're either in the market to make money, or you're here to, get lost in the sauce and get way too emotional with things. Take this for what it is. It's opportunity. It's money to be made. Even if you're buying it at 33, selling at 36, buying back in at 32, selling in at 35. People are doing that multiple times a day, multiple times a week. Like I said, by Wednesday, Thursday, this stock could be at $45 to $50, maybe more. Let's see how it goes here. But like I said, if Trump blows this debate out of the waters, I think by Friday the stock is going to go bonkers. It's going to go bonkers, because it's going to have day traders still looking at it, because the volume's going crazy, because people that love Trump are buying back into it, and we've seen sell-off throughout the whole market. So this isn't abnormal. at all. People have been emotional this week. They've been selling out. I think this thing's going to do some big numbers here. I mean, we've been waiting for this week. We've been talking about it, and I think this is going to happen. I'm not talking about politics here. I'm not talking about who you want to vote for. I'm not talking about who you love or anything like that. I'm talking strictly stock, money, plays that are happening. I'm not even really talking about investing. I'm just talking about potential easy money here in the market. The market has turned into a place of cutthroat opportunity. Take it when you can get it, and this stock is 100% that situation. It's the little GameStop that no one really talks about. It's doing more numbers and bigger numbers than GameStop, so that's the reality of it. Friends, bye-bye.